Hey goofballs, and welcome to the Lethal Company Gameplay Guide, the start of a series in which I'll be going over every moon, item, entity, and mechanic in Lethal Company in order to give you tips and information you can apply during your next gameplay session. Today we're talking turrets, using our patented quadruple explanations, those being stats, spawns, strategies, and summary. Will I stick to it? I don't know, don't tell me what to do. But I'll tell you what to do when you encounter a turret. Run. Turrets are invincible map hazards that rotate on the spot. The place that it rotates is basically its line of sight, so don't stay in there too long. If a turret spots a player, they have 1.5 seconds to either leave its field of view or break line of sight, otherwise the turret will start shooting. Tragically, shelves, stairways, gridded floors, and railings do not break line of sight and should not be used. If you don't get out of the way, then the turret will begin shooting, dealing 50 damage per hit, meaning critical health won't save you. Another tragedy. It can be deactivated for 4.5 seconds using the terminal. It can only look up or down when locked onto a player. It cannot see through doors unless it is already locked onto a player, but no matter what, it cannot shoot through doors or walls. It's just very loud. Turrets can see incredibly far, but the further you are, the less accurate it is, but still be careful in those weirdly long corridors. Turrets are most commonly found on Titan and are least commonly found on Ren, the only moon where they can't spawn. Now when I say most and least commonly, keep in mind that turret spawns are a random variable ranging from 0 to whatever that moon's max turret count is. It's chosen randomly and cannot be predicted. You could get 0 turrets on Titan if you're lucky, or you could get that 32. They use a similar spawn function as items, so spots where items may appear, like inside these large machines, under the stairs of belt room, and really just anywhere an item such as scrap or keys can spawn is a place a turret can spawn. This means they shouldn't be able to spawn in the main entrance room, but this is Lethal Company, it makes shit up as it goes along. However, since every room is a loot spawning room in mansion interiors, turrets can spawn in the main hall, so be careful out there. The best way to combat turrets is money! Pro flashlights are incredibly useful since turrets are dark and make no sound. It's hard to spot them without a light, so this will help to avoid them. If you don't have a light, then just move slowly through the facility, stopping in open areas to see if any turrets lock onto you so you can retreat back to a safe spot just in case. Don't rush into rooms. Check corners and hidden spots in rooms like these, and always be aware of any cover you could use in an emergency. You could also just run so fast that you go past all the turrets, but I wouldn't recommend that. If you're in a pinch, you can jump onto a turret, but make sure you jump onto the back, otherwise it's just gonna look up and shoot you. And they won't target enemies or kill them, so they just kind of suck when compared to the other traps. Now if you're a little too quick and find yourself face to face with a turret, very romantic, you could hit the turret and make it go berserk to give yourself some time to escape. When a turret is hit with any weapon other than the shotgun, what a loser, it will charge for 1.3 seconds before looking straight forward and shooting in 2 circles for around 9 seconds. During this phase, you cannot duck under the bullets, but you can jump over them if you time it just right. You can also sit on the turret and be safe even when it returns to its normal detection phase. And now a word from our sponsor, bullet points. That's right, I'm summarizing. Get ready. Take notes. Get your fucking pen and paper out, Jesus. You have 1.5 seconds to break line of sight before a turret fires. It deals 50 damage per hit. It spawns completely at random. It cannot spawn on Ren. Titan has the most turrets of any moon. They cannot shoot through doors. They can only see through doors when locked onto a player. It can be deactivated at the terminal for 4.5 seconds. Using a flashlight can help you spot it in the dark. Moving cautiously can greatly help you avoid turrets. They cannot look up or down unless locked onto a player. Stairs, rails, shelves, and gratings do not break line of sight. They can see long distances, actually diminishes with distance. Hitting with a melee weapon makes it go berserk. Sitting on a turret is safe if you're on the back. You cannot duck under berserk bullets. You can jump over berserk bullets. It cannot kill or target enemies, and enemies will not block bullets. Well, that's that. This has been a Lethal Company Gameplay Guide to Turrets, and be sure to come back next week when I try a 90-day dry-aged snare flea penis. Snare fleas. We're gonna talk about snare fleas. I don't know, we might talk about some other fucking traps first. You wanna know about landmines? I'll tell you all about landmines next week. That's right, you're gonna know all about the landmines. There's actually a lot that you probably don't know about landmines. Momentum preservation. Anyone heard of that? No? Never. You have? Please come back. Please. The barber isn't that bad, actually. You know, people, they give him too much credit. He's quite avoidable. Except for that one time that he killed me. But that was a fluke. Alright, that was a fluke. I got scared. If you want to know how I got scared, then check out my other video. What makes Lethal Company so scary?